Is Betty Greenfield from Dial-A-Book.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I must say 8:15 in the morning is not my favorite time for public speaking. But my husband and I came up to the conference that Fran held a year ago this past spring in '08. When Firebrand was emerging out of data solutions, and when I unfortunately found myself becoming the president of the company this past spring, and thinking of directions that we would go in the future, I thought of Fran and Firebrand and the things that they were doing, and I thought these are similar to the directions we want to move in, and so we're very happy we're going to be announcing a partnership with NetGalley this year. Right. Got it. Okay. Dial-A-Book, for those who may not be familiar with it, aggregates and creates and distributes first chapter browsing excerpts of trade books. We began back in 1994 when it became clear that people were going to be buying books online, and when they did, they needed a chance to see the book the way they did when they went into a bookstore and opened up a few pages to browse them. And when they were going to a library, they might actually be looking at the catalog from home and not in the old oak drawer, and they needed a chance to see what the book actually was before they put on their coat and went to the library to get a copy of the book. So we began making excerpts like 5 or 10 a week, and then Amazon came along and said, would you make excerpts for us? And we said, well, gee, we've got to make a lot more then, and we started making more. And then Google came along and said, would you make excerpts for us? And we said, gee, sure, and we started making them for Google too. And publishers who initially felt, oh, we can't let you have our content. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We can't let you have our content for free, and we're holding it close to their vest, came along and said, gee, we want to get our content out there. We know it needs to be out there. So although Amazon and Google went their own ways and decided to make their own excerpts after a while, we began to build up our database so that now we have more than 240,000 first chapter browsing excerpts in our database, and they come from, if you count imprints and separate publishers, there are maybe 1,500 to 2,000 publishers that are represented in our file. And every 2 weeks, we send a feed of between 1,000 and 2,000 additional new titles to our customers. All the files are fully searchable, scrollable. They're simple HTML, XML, but they're very easily convertible into any format. PDF, they can go up on mobile devices, and we're certainly moving into that area. Our customers are retailers, ebook sellers, distributors, libraries. If you put your books into the Dial-A-Book database, your excerpt can be seen in what is now more than 22,000 libraries that subscribe to OCLC WorldCat. They're distributed now in England. They've been distributed in Germany and will be again. And what's more, it's free to you, the publisher. We cover, oh, I'm not moving this, sorry. We cover all aspects, not scholarly and scientific, not so much academic. About half our file is fiction, but we cover a range of other subject categories as well. I can skip this one because I already talked about NetGalley. If you want to send your books to us, and I think really you all should, it's at no cost. You can give us a call, or there's a handout in your kit with the person you can directly upload your book to, and we'll get you distributed